From that, a limited liability company run by a board of directors will oversee the operations of Kenya's 5 trillion shillings National Infrastructure Fund should a bill before Parliament become law. According to a bill sponsored by Leader of Majority Kimani Ichung'wah, which has been tabled before Parliament, the fund aims at reducing reliance on public debt and tax for infrastructure financing, as well as attract private capital investment. The move comes as critics question the powers the National Treasury will have on the fund and what measures have been put in place to ensure it is not abused. Safina Chienguma has more.
The National Infrastructure Fund Bill of 2026, which now lies before Parliament, seeks to establish a new fund to invest in major projects such as roads, railways, ports, irrigation and energy. The bill, which is sponsored by Leader of Majority Kimani Ichung'wah, marks a major shift from reliance of public debt and taxation for infrastructure financing towards a model designed to attract private capital. The fund is seeking to mobilize about 5 trillion shillings to finance major long-term projects. Some of the pending infrastructure projects to be financed include the Galana Kulalo Irrigation Project, the Rironi Naivasha Mau Summit Highway, and the standard gauge railway extension to Malaba, which President William Ruto has in the recent past insisted will not be funded by loans.
The railway you saw put in the framework that we negotiated in China, from now Naivasha all the way to Uganda, is also going to be built not by loans to the government of Kenya, but it's going to be built by investments.
While he sustains his ambition of making Kenya a first-world economy through planned investment in major infrastructural projects, the head of state has maintained that he is seeking an alternative financing route. According to Clause 6 of the bill, the fund will operate like a limited liability company managed by a board of directors consisting of a chairperson, cabinet secretary in charge of National Treasury, or a representative, 4 independent directors, and a CEO as an ex officio member. While directors are to be recruited through a competitive process, they will still have to be appointed by the Cabinet Secretary through a Gazette notice. The Cabinet Secretary is also the one who will sign performance contracts with the board and evaluate the fund's performance. The fund is also expected to submit its report first to the Cabinet Secretary, who may make reports to be submitted to Cabinet and the National Treasury, with all disclosures posted on the Treasury website. While this appears like a clear governance structure promising transparency and accountability, critics have expressed reservations over the powers Treasury will have on the fund. This comes against the backdrop of major scandals like the Aror and Kimwarer dams and stalled SGR extensions, where Treasury controlled billions with weak checks. Members of the public are invited to submit their views on the bill before close of business on the 20th of February 2026. Safina Chienguma, Citizen TV.